It runs, but, well, it kind of runs. Well, y'all, it looks like Facebook Marketplace has got me again. I picked up this little jewel of a weed eater for 20 bucks. Vintage Craftsman. It runs, but, well, it kind of runs. It'll idle, but as soon as you try to give it any throttle, it just craps out. So we're going to see if we can get this old vintage Craftsman weed eater up and running. Y'all stay tuned. The little weed eater is actually pretty clean. I mean, it's not beat up or banged up. It still has the factory weed guard on it. The foam grip on the handles and stuff, they're starting to show some age, but in overall condition, it's not in really bad shape. So give it a little choke. All right, there we go. First thing I'm going to look at is, of course, I checked and made sure it had fuel in it. On this particular one, it's a 4mm Allen key. Choke and everything seems to be functioning as it should. I don't see no visible damage to the fuel line. So let's pop this carburetor off and go a little further here. Like I said, I'm not sure if this model had a primer ball on it from the factory, but in its current condition, there is no primer ball. Be part of our issue there. That fuel line's kind of pinched down. No problem draining the fuel out of it. That's why I got this catch can here for. Still got quite a bit of fuel in it, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this top to the gas tank in case I have to end up turning this thing over to drain the fuel. So this line is coming straight off the tank, but it's not getting any fuel coming through it, even when the carburetor has a draw on it. So I'm going to fish down in here and see if I can't dig out the fuel line and see what shape the filter might be in. That's really all it is to it, y'all. It's just a little weighted. It's just a little filter with a weight on it so it stays submerged in the fuel. Went ahead and picked up some fuel line just to have on hand. There's 2 different sizes in here. And picked up 2-pack of fuel filters. And this stuff is pretty universal, y'all. Like if you got lawn equipment like a lawnmower, weed eater especially, or a chainsaw, this stuff is pretty universal. And this is a pre-mixed engine 2-stroke. It takes 40-to-1 mix, so I went ahead and picked up some good VP fuel for it. This stuff is ethanol free, 94 octane, ethanol free, pre-mixed. So once we do get it up and running, we'll be able to run some clean fuel through it. I'm going to go ahead and pop one of these filters open and we're going to try the easy fix first and see if this is the issue. We'll go ahead and there's two different sizes in here, so one of these should be the same. It looks like ours right there. Yeah, that was our issue, y'all. As you can see, I haven't went any farther and it's already draining fuel through that new filter. So that should solve our issue of fuel starvation. I mean, that's why I take a chance on. I like to tinker with old stuff like this. This thing is manufactured, I believe, in '94, so it's what, 30 years old, 31 years old, if I'm mathing correctly. So I'm gonna let that old fuel drain out. We're gonna put some fresh back in it. Oh, it's definitely a whole lot better than what it was. So we're gonna let that fuel drain out. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna clean up inside of the intake area and gonna put some fresh fuel in it and see if this thing will bark off. Well, we know it'll run. Let's just see if it'll stay running and actually take throttle. So I got the carburetor back installed. I wiped it down a little bit, nothing crazy, just to clean it up. It wasn't really dirty. I got all the old fuel drained out, and you can see that ain't looking so hot. That's probably mixed with some old cheap ethanol, watered down gas. I'm gonna top it off. Well, I'm not gonna top it off, but I'm gonna pour some fresh. Wish you could see down in there without me spilling this all over the place. See the red color of this fuel? It's an ethanol-free 2-cycle mix. So I'm gonna pour some fresh fuel in it, throw the air cleaner cover on it, and we're gonna take it outside and see if it'll light off. Regardless if this thing runs or not, we already know it's gonna run somewhat, but regardless if it's fixed it or not, I mean, what do you got to lose? You got $20. I got $20 in a weed eater from Marketplace, and I got $20 in supplies, which I didn't even need the fuel line. So I got that for backup spares. I got an extra fuel filter and a bottle of the good fuel, the high dollar fuel. So I got $20 in supplies, $20 in the weed eater itself. I mean, you can't even take your old lady out for a cheeseburger and a grape snow cone for 20 bucks anymore. So a new weed eater, depending on what kind of brand you're looking for, you might catch one on sale for 150 bucks or something, but still, we're going to be way below that. Let's see what it does. We'll give her full choke. Make sure she's on. Move her up to half. Come on, baby. So that didn't seem to be our issue. Well, at least not all of the issue. So we're going to pop this cover back off and have a look at this carburetor one more time. Yeah, I'd say that's probably part of our issue. I don't know if you can see all that dirt. All that dirt down inside the carburetor. Let me hose this out with some brake clean real quick. And we'll give her another go. Much better than what it was. It was completely clogged before. I need to get that one little piece of trash out of there. And then we can put this thing back together and we should have live action. Full choke. I tweaked and tuned on that carburetor a little bit, y'all, and now I got this thing running like a banshee, man. I mean, 2 fingers, ripped the cord, and it's ready to run. Check this out. Not too shabby.